Woke up this morning and thought I should make a video. And before you ask, why am I bleeding up creative Fortnite? I'm not going to be showing you guys a map. I'm going to be just kind of doing random shit as I talk about just random shit. Call it a me talking map because I can't actually stream. And I had the idea to talk about not the bump that I just found on my head. That was weird. I'm going to talk about the USA. The good old American 105 guns for every 100 people, America. If you are European and you want to visit America, some tips from an American who is mostly giving these tips based off observation. Tips. Yeah, this is going to be a very bullshit video. Do not take this with a grain of salt if you can. Some of this might be useful. Like, number one, try to avoid back alleys in cities. This is pretty much the same all over the world. But, especially in America. Next little tip or snidbit, or whatever I had, is try to have an American friend, but chances are you will probably not listen to that. And if you are American, remember your Second Amendment rights. I mean, it's just like, listen, I love guns. I love guns. My favorite gun is actually in this game. If I can find it. Like the good old Tommy gun. And I prefer a straight mag because, well, yes, drum mag has more bullets, but I just prefer a straight mag. It looks more aesthetically appeased, in my opinion. Like, I want one of these. But if you are American and you are going from state to state, remember that the people who hate guns the most don't know anything about guns. Which is deeply fascinating. Like, you'd think that they would study firearms and shit. Because they want to abolish firearms. Nope, the people who know the most about firearms are usually autistic in some degree. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with little gun autism. That literally just means that, well, you can you can trust them on their word when it comes to firearms for the most part. What else? I did with the random bullshit talk video. I guess the MG42 /41, the MG1/42 is another favorite of mine. I just like old weapons. Like, I just like good old weapons. Like, there's something about them that just make me like them so much. Like, that is supposed to be an M1 Garand, but it's a little wonky on the proportions. That is like a 1-to-1 of the fucking Flapjack. And that's a 1-to-1 of a World War I light machine gun. And there is the Tommy gun. Oh yeah. Back to... Oh, the AK is here. I like it when they add old weapons, and those old weapons are somehow good. Like, you could argue, yes, these are annoying to go against, but you have to admit, they're cool. The only bad one of these that I can think of don't have the AK like in the middle. It's still in service. Like, and also this is not an actual one. I mean, for the most part, this is like a 1-to-1, just with weird system attached to it that serve no purpose other than the fact that they help you lock on. What's the point of the sight if you could just look down the irons? Like, I can't show you this in first person because like, if this is what happens. Oh, yep, that's what happens. I wish it worked in first person. Like, I love it when they do this. I love it when games do this. In fact, when I used to play Warzone before you had to have a subscription to play it, I would run mostly those kits. What do they call it? Those mod kits you can unlock for certain weapons. And one of them, which was the only sweat gun I had there, featured a underbarrel flamethrower because why the fuck not? Like, I love it when there's gimmicks on weapons. It just makes the gun more unique, in my opinion. Also, the amount of detail they put onto these weapons. Wait, can I just pick up a weapon, go in first person, and see this easier? I just double clicked it by accident. Yep, I can. I like the bullshit way I was doing it, actually. Because I can get closer. You're like, little details. I don't know what that little touch... I don't know why that thing is in the fucking... I'm pretty sure the piston goes in there, unless that's an nope, that is not an extension. That's, like, directly welded into where the piston would go. Anyways, one question I've always had is, why is it people who don't know any of the rules of any firearm who hate firearms the most? Like, you would think that somebody who would know shit about firearms would be the person to hate. No, it's always people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, the guns kill people. Yes and no. Like, if I grab this gun, because it has cool little animations, and wraps look nice on it, and I'm frozen stiff. If I grab this one, the gun is not killing anybody. Especially, like, it's on the ground, it's not killing anybody. It's not shooting. Unless you have certain firearms that you shouldn't be getting anyways, because if they go off without your... essentially without your control, then there's already an issue with them. Like, the people kill people logic I have greatly. Mostly because of my point of view. Remember what I said at the start of the video. This video is me just talking out of my ass for like a good solid 10 minutes. Get a video out. So, if you like this type of content, like the video. If you like anything else in content-wise that I have, subscribe. Like, I'm not going to say subscribe because of this video, but it'd be super funny if this video is the reason I blow the fuck up. I don't think it will be, though. Yeah, the only issue I can see with Americans' gun shit is how Americans are, like, room temperature IQ. American room temperature IQ, which is roughly around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I guess you could say Celsius, because I'm pretty sure it's lower. I still attribute Celsius with just basic physics. Like, I would use Celsius for water and machine parts and stuff, because, well, that's like built for water. Also, before anybody complains, read a fucking history book. It was actually the Europeans who had Fahrenheit first. In fact, the Americans, if it wasn't for the British, would have been also using Celsius. And Fahrenheit, well, it's Celsius, or the entirety of the metric system, actually. Like, the imperial system was made by the damn British. Why do the British ruin a lot of things back in history? Now they're just kind of like a wet fart. Like, huh. Also, I was going to ask what Europeans think about Americans, but I already know. From what I can tell, it's similar to how us Americans view Florida is how the world views us. Yes, I would want to go there, and yes, there can be nice people there, but all the shit that goes down there usually means something. Also, with random thing with the continent stuff, I'm not going to put a picture up there, you should know what I am saying. The Americas are separate, despite having a artificial canal. In my opinion, there's only like 4 continents: Australia, Eurasia, and America. The Americas, because technically 2 of them. Wait, hold on. Oh, and Antarctica. I had to like recount there for a second. Eurasia, the Americas, and Antarctica, and Australia. 4 continents. Geography-wise. I will stand my ground on that one because, in my opinion, that's scientifically accurate. I'm starting to run out of shit to talk about, so do you guys want to... I'm going to show you guys my map. This is supposed to be like a homage to the Ballistics game mode that shut down, with me figuring out how the teleporters work. They're still not working. They're working better than last time, but they're still not working. The idea is that these will show the player... These are important because when these are active, they can teleport players. The biggest issue I have is linking them properly. It should be like Team 2 spawns on these pads, which are associated with these ones, so they link up. And then these ones are attributed with the Team 2 teleporters, which make them spawn in the game. You could be asking why not have like a teleport or something. This is like a permadeath game mode type deal. And also, I want to make this so that I can just copy pretty much everything here. I can just copy, and I could also make it like a prop hunt if I wanted to, very easily. In fact, too easily. I literally just need to go copy this, come over here, and over here, and just add a shotgun and a grenade over here. And then a timer to end off the round. And then come over here and then have it so that when you a random person from this side is given the Team 2 class, and then they're put over here. I'm removing this dev shit. That's pretty much it. You get teleported, you go in. I would show you gameplay, but I don't want to. And also, if you want to see gameplay here, I don't have a creator code to send it so that you guys can check it out. Once I get a creator code, expect maps like this. Like, I do not want to be associated with brain rot, so all my maps would be, like, built from the ground up. designed the best of my ability. Hell, there's even a fucking temporary training grounds that you can go in with your buddies. There's this room, which, if you're wondering why there's a barrier, this barrier only blocks bullets, so that, so there is an issue with this right here. When you were to go into it, you could be killed because of the frames, or a little bit, like, it's a little complicated, but what it essentially does is, this room is a safe zone, and it won't let you shoot at all in here. You could go in here with the two buddies and come out and might be able to shoot, but for the most part, you can't shoot. And then you can't be shot from the outside, so you can't be killed. And then when you walk back in here, you should be given the invincibility of this monitor zone, while this one keeps you safe. Meaning that you can enter back into the game without worrying about getting executed. As for the map, you spawn right here. And you run between these three areas. You'll be like, what's the vent? Like, you might be concerned about the vent part. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Yes, it goes all the way to the other person's base, but chances are that one time both sides went through the vents during testing, and it ended up into what I can attribute to, like, Vietnamese-style fighting in fucking tunnels and shit. Normally it happens out here. Stuff like this is a secret. Stuff like that is a secret. The secrets are decently complicated. In fact, one of them you need a sniper, and you need to headshot this one right here. Oh wait, this can take damage? What a bad time to forget that, What a bad time to forget that drops is a thing. Yeah, you gotta dome this dude in the head. I gotta make sure that you can still see him, though. With a ballistic sniper. I'm not gonna be... Also, ballistics weapons are, like, stupid strong. So, it's near impossible to add a new sniper rifle against the ballistic sniper. Because the ballistic sniper does 750 to the fucking head. Yeah, you can still hit that. What about down here? Ooh, that's gonna be a tough shot from down here. Just kidding, it's really simple. Just aim for the dot right there. My friends took so long to do this, and this is when I discovered I have free cam. I don't need that. There's also, like, some external Easter eggs and stuff. Like, this one's right next to one of the other ones, and this is just, like, your classic sword on the bonfire. If you can manage to get out of the map, you can, in fact, pick this Infinity Blade up. But it pretty much got fucking neutered in a fucking, whatchamacallit, in an update, so it's not as strong as it once was. Like, that shit used to one-shot to the... when you slammed. In fact, it never was supposed to, but since the Reforged Infinity Blade, it's been broken. You don't even see this part over here. You might be, like... Oh, you can't even see that part. The only way you could kind of see it is from, like, right here, jumping. Which, frankly, for the most part, you're not going to be able to do. In fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can't shoot this. I can just kind of Burt. I don't know why, Fortnite guys... Also, there is one handgun that's almost guaranteed to make it here. And that is the Lance Head from this new season. If you don't know what that is and you don't play Fortnite but you watch my content, just think of Lance Head as a badass John Wick pistol. I don't know if it's a collab weapon or it's going to be like another case of the TAC assault rifle and combat shotgun where they were made for the collab but stayed because they were kind of original. I really hope that's the case here, because the Lancehead is such a cool weapon. You can throw your magazine. The knife, if it is, it has like potential to be such a cool first-person weapon. Like, I want to have a first-person. Oh yeah, and the first-person device is still experimental. Like, if I go into devices, yeah, it's still experimental. I don't know why it's still experimental. Like, I wouldn't be able to have a clue why it's experimental. Not whatsoever. None whatsoever. In reality, I think they should just, like, when they release the first person, they make it so people can have, like, custom first person animations and weapons. I would 100% make it so that, if possible, I would have, like, a unique emote or a built-in emote where you can check out your weapon in hand. Like, your character already does that, but when you're just sitting here, it doesn't do that unless you have the retarded first person. Also known as this one, which is designed for heavy weapons, like, where is it? It's designed for the lead splitter, because the lead splitter, for some reason, doesn't have a first person. Despite the first person would probably look like this, which I don't see an issue with, but when you do this, it just doesn't work. This could have been such a cool fucking weapon in first person. I think they should, yeah, I think, if they're gonna update the first person items, they make it so that you can, well, make items first person and tweak their settings for first person. Like, this gun right here does 111 damage in a headshot, which, if I bring this down here, the bullseye essentially would attribute to a head. If I were to... Oh, it does show damage. Does it just not have enough health? Yep. There it is. It does 111 damage in a headshot. It'd be like, that's broken. All ballistics weapons are like this. I mean, to be fair, the Tommy gun is the most broken, but this is the ballistic sniper. Missing is not consequential because at base value, you're one-tapping. Yeah, the headshot, it's over. Like, the average DPS for ballistics weapons is fucking high as shit. Which, they abandoned the mode. It was a cool mode, but then again, I was thinking it'd be more like a team deathmatch, because once I get UEFN, this will probably stay the same. But this would be a map, and I'm thinking the one that should stay is this one, because it has elements inside the map, which is the coconut Easter egg, and every single map would have its own. Like, this one would be a part of, like, a nuclear power plant type map, instead of this, which would be considered the training grounds. Then I'd make, or, no, this would be like, I'd figure out a name for it. Then have, like, hallways with cover in it and stuff that look like it's a SWAT training ground or something, and call it the training grounds. Like, that is essentially a teaser for another map I want to make for this. Again, ballistics, such a fucking such a cool concept. Especially for Fortnite, which is primarily a third-person game. Just everything here is a bit broken. Fortnite always has, every game has issues, and I think the Fortnites right now are a little interesting. And from what I heard, Minecraft is absolutely doing phenomenal. I'm running out of shit to talk about, so I'm going to end this here. Like and subscribe. I will try to be streaming once I can get a PC and all of that stuff set up. I'm talking like non-recorded off my phone videos and stuff like that. So until then, you gotta deal with this bullshit. That is all. Goodbye.